Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain and welcome back. Now today I want to talk about positive mental attitude, PMA, because thanks to certain people like Jacksepticeye making it part of his brand and other things like that, it's been something that I've heard reiterated a lot over the last couple of months. More so than I usually would as a coach in self-development. And yeah, there are two sides of this that need to be talked about because a lot of people taking it on as this new kind of karmic dogma, it doesn't help. And that's why I wanted to discuss how this works. How does positive mental attitude improve your life? And it's not purely there's the philosophical thing of if you think positive thoughts, if you are positive towards the universe, then the universe will be positive back towards you. That's very wishy-washy. It's very airy-fairy. It's very kind of replacing the rational idea of positive mental attitude with a much more religious spiritual view. And the religious spiritual view really isn't going to help you because it's just about as much use as praying to invisible deities in the sky, when even within certain holy books you've got the whole, those deities only help those who help themselves. And so it's not enough just to basically offer positive prayers to the universe and expect the universe to come back and, sort your life out. Mostly because the universe doesn't give two shits about any of us. And so you've got to make things work for you. That positive mental attitude has to be moderated and as a tool to push you forward, not just a substitute for prayer. And so let's take a look at the negatives of positive mental attitude first. So someone who takes on positive mental attitude goes, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be positive, the world's a wonderful place and it's going to be great for me too. The problem is that when you start doing that, a lot of people then become complacent because, as I said at the beginning just now, it becomes this substitution for actually doing things. It's the same reason that if you've got a goal, if you've got a plan, sure, but if you've only got a goal, then you shouldn't tell anyone. There's a difference between discussing it with a coach to come up with a goal, sure, but when it comes to having just a goal, you shouldn't then go and tell people about the goal. Because what it does is trigger in your brain the reward mechanism. It goes, oh, well, you told someone that you're doing this thing. That's almost as good as you doing it. Relax. And then you relax. And then you procrastinate. And then you never achieve the goal. Whilst if you keep the goal to yourself, inform people of the plan, sure, that then though, the plan becomes what they're focused on. And so if you don't succeed in the plan, achieve in the plan, those are things that people can pick at you on and stuff like that. That becomes a different situation. That puts you under pressure. Pressure, in this sense, would be a good thing. It keeps you going. Kind of like when you're rolling up the end of a tube of toothpaste to get that last little bit out of it. It's that kind of pressure where it just kind of gets you going, gets you kind of where you need to go, rather than letting you sit. And I don't know why I chose the toothpaste thing, but the first thing that came to mind. So as a result, positive mental attitude can actually be incredibly harmful when used in an unmoderated and an unrealistic way, because you're going, oh, I'm amazing, life's amazing, everything's great, I'm just going to be positive and everything's going to come back good for me. And as a result of that kind of cascade, it becomes this talking up yourself, talking up the world. And as a result, you relax more because you become more comfortable because everything seems fluffier. And as a result, nothing changes. You don't achieve the things that you wanted, never get to you, just because you needed to have had an active role in acquiring those things and doing those things to actually achieve those things. So that's the negative kind of out of the way. That's how positive mental attitude can horribly harm you. But then, why are so many people talking about it? Why is it such a positive thing for so many? Why do even people like myself go, yes, you should approach things in a positive way? Simple. That relaxation element that we were talking about before, that can be kind of reined in so that it's not relaxation to the extent that nothing happens, but it's relaxation to the extent that you don't flee. And so where you've got positive mental attitude as a useful thing is you sit down and you go, right, the world is great, I'm great, here's the situation in front of me and I need to solve it. It's a challenge, not an obstacle. Yeah? It's something for you to try your hardest at, climb over and succeed and walk away with glory. That's the kind of positivity that you need to carry into your endeavours, because that positive mental attitude in regards to just the very airy-fairy positive mental attitude where you just, I'm going to be positive about everything and it'll just come back to me. Not going to work, doesn't cut it, sorry. When it comes to the positive mental attitude, it should be, you should be positive about yourself, about the things that you're doing, that this is going to be a success, that this is going to help someone, that this is going to enrich your life or someone else's life, that it's going to be this towering achievement for yourself, even if it's a very small thing to do. And so you should be looking at those kind of things to focus your positivity on. You should be looking for a plan, you should be looking for your way forward, and you should be making those solid, tangible things to the best of your ability with as much positivity on it as possible. Starting up this YouTube channel, trying to run my own business, all of these things are difficult. Like, they're hard, but nothing worth doing was ever easy. And so looking at that situation from my perspective within it, it would be really easy for me to become miserable, for me to give up, for me to go and look somewhere else and do something else, and waste away in a miserable situation for the rest of however long I end up living as a result. But that doesn't help me, doesn't help the people that I want to help, you guys. It doesn't help the world at large, because I'm not taking part in the solution that I want to see. You know, I'm not either helping to generate stuff for others, I'm not helping to generate stuff for myself, I'm not enriching people in any way through doing any of these things. And so positive mental attitude, my positive mental attitude, needs to be, I know what I'm talking about. I've got the paperwork to prove it, I've got the track record to prove it, and I'm good at what I do. Positive about myself, that's internal. In regards to these things that I'm coming up against, yeah, they're miserable. But what I need to do is feel miserable, get over it, and then just tackle that next climb. Do that next thing. Fight that next monster. You know, that's what I need to do. And I can do it. And I'm positive about it. Why? Because the impact of everything that I'm doing, the results of what I'm doing, and I am results based, so this might not be the best way of looking at it for everybody. But for me, it becomes the result. What's the result? The result is that I see those comments from people coming taking a look at these videos, saying thank you very much because the stuff that you said really helped me. Taking a look at a set of things that clients have sent me, where I can see how just with a few weeks, like 6 weeks of me working with them, they have gone from doubting themselves, beating themselves up, being negative about themselves, stalling in their life, to being having everything that they want kind of semi-organized with themselves, being functional, being much more positive about themselves and getting what they want. That's the result that I want to see, and that's a positive result, that's a positive impact. And so with me being positive about myself, me being positive about the challenges in front of me, because they're going to be challenges, but imagine the stories that you can tell afterwards. An adventure is never fun at the time that it's happening, it's only fun when you're telling the story. When I went and lost all my money, when I was travelling and I had it stolen from me, and when I had when I went and hurt myself doing various bits and pieces, when I found myself in really dire straits at times when I was off travelling, it was a case of going, yeah, that was a miserable time right then, but guess what? Those are some great stories to tell, some of which I will no doubt share with you guys at some point. But as a result, now, imagine the stories that I can tell, and then the people that I can inspire, and the people that I can help as a result of my experiences going through what I'm going through now. You know, and through the things that I'm going to go through in the future. All those hurdles, all those mountains to climb, all those things to tackle. I'm capable of it, I'm going to do it. And that's the way that I need to visualize the whole thing. That's why with Silver Mountain and the imagery that I associate with myself, it's all about that positive climb. You're always going up, you're always beating that dragon at the top, you're taking what you want, and then you move forward. And you find the next mountain with the next dragon. Maybe it's not a dragon this time, maybe the next time it's something more creative. Maybe it's a fire-breathing unicorn, who knows? But you're going to get to the top and you're going to be awesome when you get there. You're going to get what you want, you're going to walk away unscathed with a great story to tell. That's where positive mental attitude really makes a difference. When you use it as a force to carry through to your goals, not just a I'm going to be happy and the universe is going to be happy back. That doesn't work. Use it as a force to make yourself a force to be reckoned with. The same way that I've talked about anger in the past, it all comes together. If you're angry, if you're pissed off, if you're upset, use that positive mental attitude. Use that way of focusing yourself up the climb to turn that anger into internalized self-loathing or outward rage, into this burning passion to get yourself where you want to go. Those are the important things that come out of PMA. Those are the things that make a big difference to people when you get them to think positively. Just replacing emptiness with happy prayers to the void does nothing for you. Don't let yourself be complacent just because you're being positive. Be positive and do something with it, because that's the way that you will succeed. That's the way that other people around you will be enriched by you. That is the way that in turn then they will be able to enrich you as well, because you will have stirred them up and got them going in your kind of wake as you just charge off into the awesomeness that you are looking for. But anyway, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on PMA. I know that there are a lot of people who just poo-poo it, and a lot of people who will go, kinda, because they don't have a full appreciation of where it'd be useful and where it wouldn't. And there are some people who buy into it wholesale and will probably fit into one of the two groups that I've been talking about in this video, where either they are very positive about things and nothing ever happens for them, but they just keep being positive because of course it will eventually, man. Or you have the people who actually go, yes, I'm going to be positive, I'm going to be fucking awesome with it, I'm going to move on and succeed in every way I possibly can. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. Have you ever had those moments like I've had when I was a kid, or when I was tough, where when I was having a tough time, where you've had that sudden positive urge to just change things around, and you have? Or what, you know, when have you had a really shit time, but then because of the positive spin about that you can put on it when you're retelling the story, you have grown and learned and developed from it? I'd love to hear your experiences, I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys, but otherwise thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the video later. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, found it interesting, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the video later. Take care.